Very easy to meditate. You can just listen to my voice. You can just sit comfortably wherever you are. Close your eyes. Just kind of relax into this position you're in. Start noticing all the different points of where your body is in contact with the chair or the floor or the bed, your phone, your computer. Maybe you're multitasking too, and that's totally okay. Maybe you can just sort of just like be aware of like the different sounds that you're hearing, the quality and texture of my voice. Maybe there's other sort of like background noises. Maybe you have a pet. Maybe there's like air conditioning on or a fan or like a television or other streams. You can sort of feel the clothes on you. Feel warm. Feel cozy. And then let's take 3 gentle breaths. Deep breath in and out. Take an inhale in and out. One more time. Deep inhale and exhale. Now as we settle down and take note of all our surroundings, all of the sensations, all of these feelings that are resting within us, I want us to pay attention to sort of how we feel right now. And you don't have to give it a name like sadness or happiness or anger or restlessness, whatever. Instead, I want you to just note whatever you're feeling with a quality or a texture, maybe even a color. Like, how can you describe what you're feeling without giving it a name? Maybe there's an ache on your shoulder, and that ache is kind of like in a twisted knot or like a tightness. Or maybe in your legs you feel something that's a little heavy. It's like sluggish and slow. Or maybe there's another part of you that feels really light, like breathy, and air feels really full. Or maybe there's even some sort of movement that's happening in whatever you're feeling. It could be throbbing, it could be tingling, it could be vibrating. Any sensation, any description. And whatever you come across to, just allow it to be. And you might notice, if you look long enough, that the sensation changes ever so slightly. Maybe you might notice that the sensation moves across the body. It's in one part of your body, and it just ever so slightly moves across to another part of your body, or in another direction. And you can sort of just bounce around your awareness, around your body, just observing whatever you're feeling, wherever you're feeling, however you're feeling. And if the mind wanders, that's okay too. Just come back to the sensation. Look at your hands, or your stomach, or your legs. Just looking without judgment. We don't want to name these sensations as a feeling of like happiness or sadness. Because often when we do that, we're sort of placing a judgment of something is good or bad. But in life, everything just sort of is. And if we can learn to not judge that which we see, then we're able to invite in this moment of compassion or kindness. And so we cultivate this patience, we cultivate this non-judgment, and we start with just seeing how we're feeling with these textures, with these qualities of heat or air or earth or water. There's sort of these elements that make up all of us, and there's elements that make up everything around us. And as we can peer into the true nature of all of that, I feel like we get closer to a truth. And that truth liberates us. So just continue observing, noticing whatever you're feeling is just a feeling. And your thoughts too, those are just thoughts. But there's qualities to them. They could be racing, they could be running around, they could be slowing down, and that's okay. The more we can sort of just describe them as they are, we can just see them as just always changing, always changing, always changing. As one sensation or feeling dies, another one is birthed. And this is the process of impermanence. A death and rebirth, a death and rebirth, a death and rebirth that is just constantly occurring throughout our body at all levels, at all times. And so this is the practice for us so that we can know this as our truth. The truth of impermanence exists within us. And once we understand that, we know that impermanence is all around us as well. Again, if the mind wanders, that's okay. Just return back to the observing. Just noticing whatever you're feeling, wherever you're feeling. They're all just feelings. They're all just sensations. And they're just always changing, changing, changing. And take 3 last deep breaths. Finish it off. Deep inhale. Exhale. Deep inhale. And exhale. Last time, inhale. And exhale. Slowly open your eyes, and you're here. Thank you.